We always have her sit before we send her in the crate. Open the door, she waits to be allowed in, and obviously she loves her crate. So with your right hand, you pat her chest and say, go. She'll run in there. And then I always give her a treat after she was in there. It's not hard to make her love this crate because a dog like her that is kind of scared sometimes loves to isolate, so they always love their crates. But if you always associate your hands in the crate and coming at her with your hands and a treat, like you're always approaching with a gift when she's inside, so in other words, in her mind, good stuff is happening inside there, it just really helps overall, the whole process of the crate routine. And then you close the door. I took off her prong collar and her choke chain. You just hang the prong collar on the door. The choke chain is only for safety, so the choke chain is attached to the leash, just like her prong collar, but it's hanging loose because it's longer than the prong collar. But if the prong collar comes off somehow, which happens every once in a while, then the choke chain comes into play and you don't lose her. So that's why we double up on a choke chain as well. So I'd recommend you just get a little choke chain, like $6 or $8 at the store. She probably uses a 22-inch choke chain. It's probably the best size for her. So when you're gonna take her out of the crate, and by the way, at my house, she slept overnight, every night in the crate, throughout the day. She would be in and out of the crate. We followed this routine every time. It was the same way, having her sit, opening the door, make her wait, go in, take off her stuff, and then we would always take her back out a little bit later, let her have more free time out in the yard, and we'd always start. If I was going to take her out in public, I would put the choke chain on, so I'm going to do that now. And you can just take a little treat, put your hand through the choke chain, she's munching on that treat, and then draw it over her head like that. So it's like this, she's eating, and then you kind of just put it over her head like that. That way you don't have to deal with her going like this or trying to duck and dodge, which a lot of dogs tend to do. And then hook up the leash to the prong collar. Make sure you hook it up to the funny looking buckle, and this is the smallest prong collar they make. It's very small. You see throughout the videos, I'm not jerking, popping, not causing pain. It just is a lot easier to handle her if you're doing these little prompts with this prong collar, and it's just an easier way to handle her. It's gentle, and she knows exactly you know what you want her to do by these little signals you give her with the leash. When she has the prong collar on, it closes with the same pressure all the way around, so it's so much more effective than a regular collar, which just closes here. It's the same pressure on the back as the front. So I've just attached the choke chain to the leash as well. So see if she tries to come out, you say no, because the whole power of this crate routine is that you control her access in and out of the crate. So you control the boundary. So she waits at that boundary with the door open until you pat your leg and say, okay, then she comes out. Always make sure you close this crate door, because she's gonna wanna run back in there, of course, and she needs your permission to go in there. So this little crate routine, if you're putting her in there a couple times a day, really makes a difference to make her be calm and you know, focus and wait to be allowed in and out like that. It helps the rest of her training as well, so it really adds to it. We feed her meals in there. I give her special chewies, bones, and treats and things only in there because I wanted her to love her crate. The more she loves her crate, the more important you are, because you are the one that allows her in and out of that special place, her den. That's what it is, it's her den. So that's why we do the crate routine that way. And then you're ready to take her out for a walk and you're all set up. Okay, let's go.